Alright guys, what's up? The Doods here. My name is Kevin.
My name is Miguel.
And Felipe here.
And we're watching Soul Striker versus Gogeta. So I went first. I charged the blue yellow, and then Kevin Castillo went second. He plays the Zeno. I go. You guys.
That Zeno's a super combo, right?
Yeah, it's a super combo.
It's draw one, and then when you combo with it, you put back one card from your energy back to your hand. You put one back from your energy from your hand, right?
Yeah, basically.
And Zuniga runs back the same play on him.
Yep. So we were doing basically the same play. The difference with him is that he plays
It's
more.
the second.
Does Soul Striker usually play this super combo?
Not usually. Some variants only some variants only do like 4 Vegetas or something like that.
So instead of the bottom deck one card, draw 2, you opted for this card. Why?
Actually do a 2-2 split. It's only so that I can energy manage a lot better.
Okay. So
It helps with the Bojack stuff.
Oh, definitely.
So that's probably the synergy I was missing out on.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is Veku, it's new.
Yeah, it's a new Veku.
So when it gets KO'd, he can take one of his life, which helps because normally he can't really take its own life to awaken. And it plays the Unison from deck, right, with 3 markers.
Or drop area.
Or drop area. Wow, that's interesting.
All right. So you pretty much always have a target with it.
I had to rest it with Zamasu.
It's a good play, yeah.
Yeah, I had no choice. If you notice, I'm not drawing a Unison.
Yeah, it looks like you're really getting held back by that. I mean, you're already at 4 energy, and everyone's still at a relatively healthy life total. You're still at like 8.
Yep, 8.
You know what's interesting to me was last turn, Kevin didn't have a red energy. Sorry, Kevin Castillo, the Gogeta player. He didn't have red energy because he could have counterplayed the new Vegeta, KO'd his own Veku, and got him the effect off.
For that Vegeta, does it have to be your opponent's turn for it to get reduced?
No, but it's counterplay.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, you know what? Maybe it does. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah,
Look, he does the Zeno the third time.
But if he had the red energy, he could have done it.
Yeah.
He's playing a second one.
Yep, that's why I'm all like, I got nothing for that.
So in your thought process here, you see that it's Gogeta BR, and it's usually a ramp deck. Ramp implies that they want to have a lot of energy, make bigger plays, the late game. Would you, as Soul Striker, felt like normally you are the bigger deck, but in this case you're kind of being pressured into having to be more aggressive? Or was it just that you couldn't find the unison and didn't really want to make too many plays?
It's the fact that I didn't see as much, and also because he's not hitting me. I'm not getting cards. I'm not awakening. I'm not untapping. So all that stuff really takes into account of my options. And they're very limited.
You played the Boo Unison, which is a specified cost of 4, not 3, so you couldn't awaken there.
Nope. But I had no choice but to do it because I needed to do an offensive play.
Right, and also because God Sealing, I imagine, is really good in this matchup.
Oh, definitely. So just doing some weird plays. I had no choice. It's just
so it's pretty much forcing you off your regular game plan because normally you are being attacked and then progressing your game state. Okay, because we're already at 5 energy, and me as an aggro player, 3 energy is already the late game. So this is just match 2 to me.
We're looking at this. We're saying, well, basically nothing has happened.
Yeah, because for me,
a whole lot of things have happened. But nothing is happening.
Basically, look at my life. Look at his life. He's gonna awaken right now. He's gonna do some big plays.
Okay, I mean he can spin battle cards, but the best card he can spin is a Zeno. The only card actually.
It already drew a card, so it's not just losing out. There was value already there, and you're not just completely losing out cards. But it seems to me like you have a pretty fat hand size on both players' side actually, and this seems to be the first big play.
Yeah. Okay. So God Sealing came in clutch there.
Yeah, that's actually why I did the Unison, because I'm he's just gonna do Gogeta next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can play that Gogeta, even though it's a 6 cost, for 5 by returning all of the Goku BRs and the Vegeta BRs from the drop area back to his deck, right?
Yep. And then at this point he could attack, and he could attack my Unison.
He did.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
That's
why I'm all like, dang it. And he Sensu Bean went to 3 energy, then Veku. Then I'm all like,
wow. Do you think he did the first play to bait the God Sealing?
Probably, yeah. Because he already knew that I was gonna do something with it.
Because if you God Sealing the Fat Veku, he negs 2 cards because he doesn't get those back, right?
Yep, that is true. But the thing with the 6-drop Gogeta is that he gets 2 energy.
That's true. So it does the same thing as vacuum.
Yeah, so regardless, he was gonna get 2 energy.
That's true.
And then this is where I had to do this, and he God ceilings it.
Well, God Sealing is so good in this mirror match.
Oh,
I say mirror match, but really what I'm saying is blue mirror match. It's not an exact mirror match.
Yeah, if you notice, I have the three drop unisons. I drew them, but I opted into doing the 5-drop ape, only because that I really wanted to get rid of the Veku.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because I really didn't want that. I didn't want him to have the additional thing. So I just passed my turn. I didn't even do anything.
And now we see a hard cast Gogeta. Would you be able to God Sealing now? I thought that's only if it's
I could still
more energy than or up to equal.
No, it's just any.
No, it's any.
Oh, it's
as long as it doesn't have deflect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the condition. It's pretty good condition.
How many God Sealings do you play? Because that would have been really good there.
I only played 3. Kevin, however, I think he plays 4.
Oh, I see. He might have to play 4 because, as you can see, there's one in his energy. He might get them in his energy.
Yeah, so that's why he has to play like multiple copies of a lot of cards. Look, see, that was the third God Sealing.
Not even entirely, because the Super Combo can fish him out as well. So
that's
you
true. That's true.
You can be a little bit more.
So if he gets Hatch SCR, which I'm assuming he's playing, he can add that back with his energy. Super combo.
Yep, that was the plan because he wants to get stuff back in his energy and everything. As for me,
I think that actually makes more sense because he doesn't get to pick all the cards he ramps up into. It's off the top of the deck, so it's almost effectively like searching the card.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's negating all of that variance with the Zeno super combo,
which is good.
Yeah.
Man. Yep.
And
at this point, I really didn't want to keep charging, but I kind of had no choice, so that I could have more options. And then I keep playing the 5-drop ape, and this is the only time that he allowed me to be like, okay,
to resolve it.
Yep.
The only other question I have on this one is: you're not feeling pressure to go after the life total, like you? Oh,
well, to be honest, I don't think he could even do. Oh, he can't do damage because he has arrested mode Gogeta, which the unison says unless you. Or while you have arrested Blue Saiyan, your leader doesn't take damage.
Yeah, that's the very big problem.
Yeah, that Gogeta is pretty big. It's 25, and it's barrier, right? It has barrier?
Yes, it does. I think it does have barrier.
So that's a pretty neat combo.
So now you're more or less forced into trying to remove the...
it's probably easier to remove the unison.
Yeah.
Ooh, this was a huge play.
Yep. I had to get rid of I had to combo a lot for the Gogeta
to fuel your drop because you haven't been attacked actually.
Yeah, I haven't been defending or attacking.
So here you went after the 6-drop Gogeta because he's gonna try to evolve into the 10-drop.
Yep. Because once he evolves into that, it's a lot harder to win. That thing has barrier out of all things, and I didn't know that. Like during one of the matches, it's
the 10-drop. You mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
It has barrier, but it doesn't have deflect. That's why I'm like, okay, I could probably do something there, but it's just everything's just so awkward.
I mean, you're still at 8 life.
Yeah, exactly. But
8 life and like 8 energy.
It's so bad, honestly. This matchup is toxic as hell for both players because we're just like, back and forth. Look, see, it's more Gogeta.
It seems like he has a little bit more proactive plays compared to you.
Oh, definitely. The fact that I haven't awakened too is also a factor there.
Yeah. In hindsight, would you have run out the 3-drop unison just to actually force the awaken at that point?
Most likely, yeah. I think that was my misplay. I should have done it sooner.
Because the way I'm seeing it, the front half should be optional. You either draw and untap, one or the other, right? Mm-hmm. Had you just taken that one turn off to play the 3-drop unison, you would have still had the Trunks to counterplay, kind of make Castillo's turn irrelevant, force the awaken, and now you're drawing and untapping too, so you can be a little bit more proactive with your plays and still have all your energy available.
So basically, over the course of 2 turns, you would have made up what you would have had.
Yep.
If you didn't play it.
But I've been trying to like do what I can with
where you're at.
Trying to disrupt his play.
Yeah, because you did it now where the 3-drop unison is out, you awaken, and you're still clearly at 8 life, but...
Yeah, he hatched me, and then at that point, I'm like, yeah, I kind of lost here. Because, like, I can't do anything, and he's already at, like, what, 10 energy? It looks like?
Because it just seems from here on out, you may have maybe more cards or energy to play with efficiently, but He's playing out 5, 8, 10 drops compared to your like 2 drops of Masu, which at this point doesn't really count as a card in my opinion because it's been sitting on the board.
Yep, for the longest time. Whoops, that's my bad. But yeah, it's just Kevin has full control of the game state right now, and then he Android 17.
I mean, yeah, that's a wrap, right?
Yep, that's basically a wrap. I have nothing.
So for a player here who hasn't seen this card before, what exactly is this? Because he tapped over over half his energy.
So basically, all the battle cards in my drop in our hands get shuffled back into the deck.
He didn't return
the ones from his drop.
No. It's only mine.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So he's just killing my unison to make sure I don't have draw power, and then he's gonna pay 2 to return my ape to the bottom of the deck. So I just don't have any more options.
Yeah, because now you're out of cards, and then
he's ditching an energy every turn to draw 2.
Yep. So like at this point, I'm just like, oh man.
It just seems like you can't catch up at this point.
Mm-hmm. But I'm trying my best. Like I'm trying. And then I comboed the Bojack so that I could put his thing in the bottom, and then I played the Rose.
Why would you pick the Android 17 compared to the Hatchiac?
Crit. That's the only reason.
It has 30k crit.
Yeah, because like I want to see those cards.
So you didn't know that you had the Rose in hand. Otherwise, you could have blocked it.
Yeah, because I attacked his Gogeta right here.
Yeah.
And I comboed all the blocker tokens.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So that I'm at 45. So that I'm wasting his hand, so he can't summon the 10 drop anymore.
Yeah.
And then he combos out, and I'm like, okay, cool, swing. And then combo the Zamasu, because he has no more cards.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I don't know how many Gogetas he has. I'm not sure.
I'll be impressed if he charges his energy for turn.
Kevin has done it, so don't be surprised.
I need that one extra.
Yeah, he needs it, so that's why I'm like, okay.
I gotta say that Goku Black Rose is really good.
It is, honestly. The fact that those tokens are combo power is just insane. Yep, he has another Gogeta, so I'm just like, great. With no cards in hand.
That was a good time.
No, it was great. Like the fact that he ditches an energy and draws 2 cards, amazing. That leader is awesome. But I just wish that it was a little bit more proactive, in my opinion. Like it wasn't like completely.
I think it's not that it isn't proactive, it's just not proactive early enough. Like it needs a few turns to set up shop, play up the Veku fusions just to either ramp or get utility like the Unison. Mm-hmm. And then once you start getting into like that 5-6 energy, you should get into the Gogeta BR. And then slowly once you're at 10, it's like anything that costs more than 6 energy just basically wins you the game.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not so much that you have a game plan of like, oh, I'm trying to beat down turns 1 through 4, but like 5 through whatever, it's like, well, when my first 8 drop or whatever resolves, like I won.
Yeah, and at this point, I paid, I think, 8 energy for the 3 drop Unison. No, 6. I think I paid 6.
And what was the reason you didn't?
I didn't want the Unison to die.
That makes sense. So if you knew you weren't going to use your energy for anything else, might as well.
Yeah, I had no choice because that was the best thing to do for it.
I'm pretty sure that's an underestimated mechanic to Unisons on how they're just energy sinks. If you have a bunch of energy left over, just as you saw right there, you can top deck overpay. Suddenly, the larger abilities, the bigger minuses or the much more powerful effects are like more readily available, and you keep your Unison. Or it can be like, all right, attack my guy. I have 6 markers on it. That's like 6 free life I just soaked up for 1 card.
And you make the most out of your energy. That would have gone unused, right?
Yep. Yeah. So top deck, unfortunately, it was another extra card because previously, this is twice in a row where he got an extra card. And I'm just like, it's super unfortunate.
He plays out the floodgate, Goku, Gohan.
And so at this point, I'm just like, I think I lost.
Well, I
think I lost the moment.
You can even see the resiliency. You lost your hand at the size of like 10, and now you're already back up to about 4 cards, still about full life. And you're staring down a Hatchiac that's been there, like 6 turns now?
Oh, definitely.
Like Gogeta BR, like, you're not exactly out of the game. It just shows that he has a game plan where he doesn't want to give you your life as a resource. can just probably burn it out with the bigger Gogeta. And even so, your cards are still producing more cards to be able to have a chance. You're now up to like 6, and the game's still playing after.
Yeah, there were multiple points where we said, yeah, I think this is over for you. Somehow you're still here with 8 lives still. But
all right, he finally got first blood.
And then I did D-Magic so I could get so I could take a life. So like I'm just like, what do I do here? I'm still those Vegeta super combos in my hand, useless. I can't use them. I'm at 6 life. And we're
speeding up.
Yeah, I guess we're speeding up. I'll make sure to fix that. But
gotta go fast.
But
all right, so he's doing a lot.
Yeah, he's doing. Well, he did Veku. He did a bunch of stuff. I just comboed everything, and then 10 drop food.
Okay. So you won.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Hey, that's a fast video though.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just say in the blue mirror match, Food Shatter Mystery teams.
If you don't have Godzilla.
I was gonna be like, did you actually pay 10 for that?
Did you?
No, I don't think so.
The one time it would probably happen. They just look at him, you don't get the effect.
It's not like the 8 drop food. That would have been a lot better. But alright guys, that was Gogeta versus Soul Striker. Make sure to check out our Instagram, our Twitch, our Facebook page, and and catch you later, dudes.
Yeah, we have more content coming out later, dudes. I'll say goodbye.
Sign up. Alright, bye guys.